Hi-ho folks, and welcome back to the adventures of Turwinkle, the Gnome Mage. Well, hi Turwinkle.
Greetings.
Are you all set for tonight?
Sure.
Well, great, because tonight we are going to be talking to the Magpies Folly, a wonderful Horde-side guild. And so without further ado, let us go and find these wonderful Horde folks and find out what the guild, the Magpies Folly, is all about. Alrighty folks, as you can see, Turwinkle has put on his fluffy disguise and we are here in Bilgewater Harbor in Ajara. And once again, we're going to be talking with Magpies Folly. And so without further ado, let us go and find this wonderful, wonderful guild. Alrighty folks, well, we have found them, the Magpies Folly. And right at the front is Rosine, the matron of the Magpies Folly. She is Rosine of the Nightfall, is a level 90 undead rogue. Hello!
Hey!
It is so great to get the chance to talk with you about this wonderful guild here tonight, Rosine.
The pleasure's all mine.
So let us, and you've got a great group here with you, so let us meet this wonderful group you've brought with you. And I guess we'll start over here at the end here. Who's this?
This is Sydney. She is a officer with us.
Oh, okay.
Immediately next to her is Sigvald, who is a member.
All right.
Next to him is Tallow, who is a senior officer. And then over here we have Lareth, also sometimes known as Cat.
Okay, hold on. Why is she known as Cat?
Oh, because that's... Oh, that was just the post name. It was the first main I knew of that.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. That was just curious. All right. So next.
Cat. That's Cat, who is a senior officer. Immediately next to her, we have Faracel, who is a member. And then Shoku, who is actually our newest member.
And he just joined today, did he not?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great. Well, it's good to have you, sir. And again, a fine-looking bunch here tonight. And so I see you only hire blood elves. Is that what we're looking at here?
Oh, no. Heck no.
Right. And Turwinkle's teasing, of course. But a majority of the folks that showed up were blood elves today. So, and we'll get more into that as we talk about the Magpies Folly. And so with that, folks, when we come back, we are going to learn all about this wonderful, wonderful guild. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Rosen, one of the first questions we always ask is how someone came up with the name for their guild. And so, how did you come up with the name the Magpies Folly?
Well, from the beginning, we've been a treasure hunting guild. And as the myth goes, magpies are attracted to all things that are shiny. We simply wanted to be more than that. We wanted to find anything of value.
Oh,
basically,
okay. That's wonderful.
I'm sorry, I pulled my finger.
No, you're fine. That is wonderful. I love the idea, especially because that's very true. Magpies do try to find anything that's shiny, and so that is a wonderful, wonderful name for a treasure hunting guild. And so you guys not only looking for shiny things, but you also look for other things as well. Is that true?
Anything of value, anything of power. We will basically take anything.
Okay. And what do you think the most expensive thing you found so far is?
That's a toughie.
Well, a lot of the times we make up the adventures, so we might make up an item like an old scroll or a chalice, and we might go somewhere to find said place like the Scarlet Monastery.
Oh, wonderful. So what that does is lend to your RP, is that correct? So you're able to add those stories into the guild storyline, is that right?
We use add-ons such as GHI and other such things.
Oh, great.
To basically to give them effects if they should have such.
Okay, that is wonderful. And so, again, so your guild then is a treasure hunting guild, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
All
We're a
right.
treasure hunting OP guild with a focus on OP and some PvE events.
Oh, well, wonderful. And so you would consider your guild to be a heavy RP guild then?
Yes, I would.
Well, great.
We do other things, of course, but we are primarily focused on OP.
Well, certainly, and that is wonderful. And so there's a little something for everybody there then, isn't there?
Yes, as long as you're OPing, of course.
Okay.
We don't... we don't take out-of-character members, sadly.
All right. Well, excellent. That
Not
is
sad.
well, sure. And so, folks, we'll actually find out more about what they do and they do not take when we come back. And so we're going to discuss again how to get into the Magpies Folly and a little bit more about their history. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And we have a new person that showed up for the interview as well. And so, ma'am, who do we have here?
This is Drathia. She is an officer of ours.
Oh, well, excellent. So Drathia, Magpie of the Magpies Folly. Drathia the Kingslayer is a level 90 Troll Death Knight. Well, hello, sir.
Hello, and thank you for inviting me to this.
Oh, you bet. It's good to have you. And thank you so much for coming to the event.
Not a problem at all. Whatever can help the Magpies Folly, and Rosine especially. She's been a friend of mine, and I really hope to help her out with this.
Oh, great. So we'll just have you hop back in line here. And so what we're going to talk about next is, Rosine, what is the storyline background on the Magpies Folly? How was it formed?
Well, Magpies Folly came out of an old guild that I was running that unfortunately sort of fell apart about a year ago. While that was in its last few stages, I basically realized that this isn't going to work. This is going to fall apart whether I like it or not. So I talked to Kat and I said, "How would you be interested in joining a treasure hunting guild with me?" And of course she said yes. And along with Drathia, actually.
All right. And so you made it a treasure hunting guild, and it's kind of grown from there since. And so what is your storyline as the guild?
Well, basically we are a rather ragtag bunch. Anyone from all walks of life who has their eyes set on gold, on anything that could be of any kind of value. Those that has been forgotten in the corners of the earth that people tend to forget about.
Oh, wonderful! So it's more kind of like Indiana Jones looking for that artifact or something that you can come back and sell for lots of gold.
Oh, indeed. Except we're more badass than Indiana Jones.
Okay.
They don't really have many limits.
Plus, there's more whips.
Okay. Wonderful. When we come back, folks, we are going to find out how you can join the Magpies Folly. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so, Rosine, I have made a character here, and I've seen what you guys are about, and I really like the treasure hunting idea. And so I want to join your guild. So first and foremost, who do I talk to about joining the guild?
Well, you'd have to talk to either me, or Tallow, or Sydney, because only officers can recruit a new member to the guild.
All right. And so we can reach you guys in the game here. Do you guys have a website I could go to?
Yes, we do, actually. It is themagpiesfolly.shivto.com.
Oh, excellent. And so, folks, if you can't reach them here, you can certainly go to the website and find out about their guild there. Is that correct?
Indeed. And I forgot to mention that Leorith is also able to recruit.
Oh, okay. So wonderful. And so, as far as requirements go, do you folks have, say, an age restriction to getting into the guild?
No age restriction. Of course, other than, of course, be over 13.
Okay, so
Don't allow babies.
okay, so be at least 13 years old. Do you have a race restriction?
Oh, certainly not. As long as you're not Alliance.
Okay.
We are
Horde side
adamantly
only.
Horde only.
Okay. Certainly, that seems to be the way that this game falls, unfortunately. So no Alliance folks over here, but any of the Horde races. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any class restrictions?
Equally no. The Magpies is open to all walks of life, all play styles.
Certainly not.
Just as long as you love.
Okay. Certainly not warlocks, though.
Oh yeah, we totally do not allow warlock. Yes, indeed, we do not. Agree with me, guildmates.
Yes, no.
We do not allow warlocks. No warlocks allowed.
No.
Okay, so in fact,
Yes, I do.
we're kidding. You do allow warlocks, do you not?
Just as long as you don't do it in the middle of Orgrimmar while screaming, "Oh, look at me! I'm a warlock!
Okay.
I am the luckiest warrior that has ever warlocked!"
Now you do require people to be our peers. That is a requirement, is that not?
And we also, before we invite you for the first time, you must do a IC meeting.
Okay, that would be our next question. So there is an IC interview,
Oh yes.
and is there an
It's
outer?
not so much an interview as
Oh, go ahead.
it's not so much an interview as it is simply a meeting and a job offer. IC.
Okay, and so what do you ask in the in-character interview or meeting?
Well, the IC interview it largely has out-of-character things behind it. It's more just to see how someone reacts in character-wise, how their spelling is, just to get a feel for their character, you know?
Okay, and so do you only accept experienced RPers, or can someone new to RP come and join you guys?
Oh no, anyone who is with any skill level of RP is allowed, just as long as you don't try to play the bastard son of Arthas and Thrall somehow,
Okay.
and as long as you can spell.
Okay. Well, that's excellent. So you're willing to help new RPers learn how to RP and stuff?
Oh, indeed.
Wonderful. We always love to hear, Turwinkle and I always love to hear folks that are willing to help out, especially the new RPers, because it's always better, in my opinion, to learn how to RP within a guild that's willing to help you. So that is good to hear. And so you do ask some out-of-character questions as well, is that correct?
As for out of character, we only really ask that people are accepting and kind to their fellow members.
Okay, and we'll get into that as far as guild rules are concerned once you make it in. But last but certainly not least, is there a level requirement to get into the guild? Do I have to be a certain level before I can get in?
No, but a lot of our more expedition or treasure hunting actual events require us to go into a dungeon, so level restrictions may kind of apply for certain events.
Oh, okay. So if I'm just looking to level a new character within your guild and I'm RPing, having fun doing so, I can do that, but it may limit as far as where I can go with the guild until I'm a certain level.
That being said, we do a good number of old world raids and such.
Oh,
So you do
wonderful.
not have to be max level, you simply have to be more than, say, 60.
Well, great. That sounds awesome. And so, folks, when we come back, we're going to find out what happens next now that we've made it into the guild. We're going to talk about a little bit about guild rules and ranks, so we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back, and we have another new arrival. So who do we have here, ma'am?
This is Vidanis. He is a member of ours.
All right, so we have Vidanis, Magpie of the Magpies Folly. Vidanis the Explorer. He's a level 90 Blood Elf Priest. Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
It's good to be here. Sorry I'm late.
No worries. It's always glad. We're just always glad to have folks show up when they can. So it's good to have you. So we'll have you hop back in line there, sir. All right. And so, Rosine, now that I'm in the guild, what kind of guild rules do I have to follow?
We do have a list of rules up on our website, but most of them can be boiled down to listen to the guild leader and don't be a jerk.
Okay.
But
So,
to be a little,
oh, go ahead.
to be a bit more specific, I'd say just remember that my word is always final. Basically, when I say stop something, you stop it.
Okay, and that makes sense because it is your guild, is it not?
Well, I'm the head of it. It's not my guild, it's everyone else's guild, too.
Well, sure. But there's got to be a leader, and there's got to be somebody to say that's okay to do and that's not okay to do.
Of course.
Sure. And again, I think if you boil it down even further, you just follow the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do to you. Is that correct?
Indeed. We're an out-of-character bigotry-free guild. We're LGBT-friendly, non-discriminatory, and basically if anyone who harasses anyone else in the guild, they're very likely to get kicked.
Alrighty, or their face chewed off. Is that correct?
Oh. I think the exact line on the website is failure to do so will result in a swift kick to your butt and from the guild.
Okay. Well, excellent. So, now that I'm new to the guild, where am I placed as far as ranks are concerned? What is the first rank? What's the recruit rank?
Well, after you've been recruited, you will be placed into the hatchling rank, which is basically our rank for the newcomers. Once you attend a IC event, you'll be moved up to Magpie, which essentially means you are now official member. Now, to move past that, you must create an event. You must create an event for other members to join.
Oh,
which will
okay.
get you moved up to collect.
Up to what now?
Architects that will move you up to the rank of collector. And to become an architect, you must basically go above and beyond the Call of Duty, as well as reach what would get you to the collector rank.
Okay, so are the collectors, are those considered pretty much your officers then?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so, do you have any co-GMs in the guild?
Well, not officially, but I'd be very quick to say that Kat would count as my co-GM.
Oh, okay.
Because without her, there'd be no way I could do this.
All right. Well, excellent. It's always good to have one person that's kind of your go-to person to help you run things, especially when you're not available. Is that correct?
Oh, and she does all the dirty work I don't want to do.
There's always that's always a good thing to have on hand as well. Yes. All right. Well, wonderful. And so, folks, when we come back, we're going to find out what kind of events the Magpies Folly do. And so, with that, we'll be right back. All righty, and we are back. And so, Rosine, what kind of guild events does the Magpies Folly do?
Our main events are basically artifact hunts, where we go into a selected dungeon and steal anything that basically isn't nailed down.
Okay.
Anything we think would be of worth, anything we think would be powerful. Practically anything.
All right. And so you go on artifact hunts. What else do you folks do?
We also do a weekly transmog run, and I'm Kat. I am the leader for that. We try to see who's going to be available to make it to the event, and see who was after what item, so that we're not, say, running Blackwing Lair when nobody can use anything from there. So it's more tailored to whoever shows up and what people need.
Oh, wonderful. So you're able to help out those RPers to get that RP set they've been looking for a long time. Is that correct?
Yep. If you look at Vidonis gear, we actually were able to get him some of that outfit on, I think it was 2 weeks ago, Black Temple.
Oh, wonderful. It's a great outfit, sir. And how long did that take?
The dungeon itself, since most of us are 90s who go, it only takes about 30 minutes, and so we can typically do 1, 2, 3 old raids in a night.
Oh, wonderful. So you're always out and about collecting new gear for guild members, is that correct?
Yep.
Wonderful. Now, Rosine, do you have guild meetings?
Not so much I see, but we do tend to keep very close contact with each other, and with any kind of out-of-character concern, we're very quick to tell each other about anything.
Oh, okay. And so nothing really set on the calendar as far as, okay, this is the guild meeting is concerned.
No. Unless it is an emergency, which, knock on wood, hopefully does not
Usually
happen
they meet
often.
up whenever someone has a job or something to do as well.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yes.
Heard of a relic, etc., etc.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, yes. Building off what Sigvold mentioned, we have ongoing events where it'll be a storyline that takes place over multiple nights.
Oh, fantastic. And so, do you folks do any community events?
As of yet, we have not done that many, but as was mentioned, we recently did a small event for our anniversary. We had a scavenger hunt where the prize was a mechano hunt. Unfortunately, we only had a few people show up to that, but still, it was quite fun.
Oh, well, great. You know, sometimes it takes a little bit to get the community to notice events like that. So hopefully, if you continue to do scavenger hunts and stuff, more people will join in on the fun. Because I know those are always tend to be just a great time for everyone involved. And so, who won the mechano hog?
It was a blood elf woman whose out-of-character name was Justice. I, for the life of me, cannot remember her in-character name, unfortunately.
Alrighty, well, great.
But she was very friendly.
And I bet you she was really happy to win that mechano hog.
Oh, definitely.
Because, you know, I would have liked the mechano hog. Just saying.
Well, you should have come to the event.
Very true, ma'am. Well said. And so, folks, when we come back, we're going to find out what the Magpie Follies is currently up to as far as what artifacts are they looking for currently. And then we are going to get into one of my favorite parts of the interview, the individual members talking about what they enjoy about being in the Magpie Follies. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, and we are back, folks. And so, Rosine, what is the Magpies Folly up to currently in their storyline?
Well, at the moment, we are somewhat between storylines. We just wrapped up a rather large one, which we were in search of a necromantic book in order to destroy, thankfully. But we also just started one with a member of ours searching for an artifact in Moonglade. And Rosine recently received a letter simply scrawled with the words help that appeared to come from Laerith, even though she is all present and accounted for.
Uh-oh. Is there maybe a time travel episode in the future?
Doubtful. I'm thinking more doppelganger.
Uh-oh.
But who knows?
Okay, well, wonderful.
Only
It
the
sounds like
magpies know.
it sounds like there's some wonderful RP going on here. And again, that's something that, especially if you're looking for an RP guild, you want a guild that's constantly doing fun and interesting RP. And it's going to make the game just that much more enjoyable to log into to find out what's going on next. And so that is wonderful. And so folks, what we're going to do next is we're going to find out from these folks what they enjoy about being in the Magpies Folly. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty folks, and we are at one of my favorite parts of the guild interview, and that is talking with people about being in their respective guilds. What do they enjoy about being in their guild? Because as we all know, there are hundreds of guilds they could be a part of, but they have chosen this one to be in. And so first up here tonight we have Drathia of the Magpies Folly. It's Drathia, she's a magpie, and is Drathia the Kingslayer, a level 90 Troll Death Knight. And so Drathia, what do you enjoy about being in the Magpies Folly?
Well, for me, just the role-playing with all these people, they really make it enjoyable, and I think that's what every person hopes to find in a role-playing guild.
Oh, well, certainly. Yeah, you know, you want to, again, be in a RP guild that is active, and being with those people that you enjoy doing that role-play with. So that is a great, great answer, sir. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks, up next is Larowith, and Larowith is an architect of the Magpie Follies. His lore master Larowith is a level 90 Blood Elf warrior, and I see you brought a crab with you named Off-Tank. Who is this crab?
Well, Larowith prides herself in being a tank and being there to defend her friends. And, you know, you always have 2 tanks in a raid, so she needed somebody to hold them.
Okay. Wonderful. So, Larowith, what do you enjoy about being in the Magpie Follies?
Well, Rosine is actually the only role-playing guild leader I've ever had. And when I first came to this server, I was super shy. I mean, I'm still pretty shy most of the time, but she helped me, like, get comfortable with group roleplay, and when she decided to make a treasure hunting guild, it seemed like it fit my character Larowith perfectly, and I was so psyched, so of course I jumped on board. Rest is history.
Alrighty, great answer, ma'am. Thank you very much. Alright, folks, up next is Sigvold, Magpie of the Magpies Folly. He is a level 90 Blood Elf monk. And so, sir, I see you also brought someone with you. Who is this?
That's Guzzle, and he is basically an alcoholic penguin that he and a brewmaster of mine take turns taking care of.
Okay. Why is an alcoholic, sir?
Because a brewmaster owns it. Bad influences.
Alrighty. And so, Sig, what do you enjoy about being in the Magpies Folly?
I've been in plenty of roleplay guilds up to this point, and before now, the last one I had that had any real potential as a group, the leader just kind of disappeared one day for League of Legends and never came back. And all the others have always had some sort of infighting, or someone gets angry with me, or I get angry with someone, big argument, just poof out of the guild. I've yet to encounter someone in this guild that I have had any sort of friction with, and Roisin is one of the most approachable guild leaders I have ever had the pleasure of, serving under, really.
Alrighty, well, wonderful.
It's been great to be here in general.
You bet, and it's always good to have guild leaders that are accessible. Again, sometimes you feel like in certain guilds where the guild leader is to be just looked up upon, and you don't want to, you don't want to catch their eye. You kind of bow down very low when they walk by, and so it's always better.
Well, Roisin encourages you to actually speak to her personally if you have any sort of problem with another member, to avoid any explosions later on.
Well, I think that's an excellent way to run things, and I think again, it's good to be in a guild where such things happen. So, excellent answer, sir.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Up next, we have Sydney, architect of the Magpies Folly. She's Tamer Sydney. is a level 90 Blood Elf Rogue. And Sydney, unfortunately, can't use Vent at the moment, but she has written out her answer, and Sig is going to read that out to us.
So to answer who Sunspot is, this fluffy thing, I'm not the Denizen Guild Petmaster for nothing. With the social activity and pure life given from the guildies, it's helped to boost my activity as a whole in World of Warcraft, and I'm eternally grateful to Roisin and everyone else for allowing me to come so far. When I joined, I was alien to the prospect of level 90 in role-playing events. Now I'm at the rank of Architect, with one single pet left to attain the World Safari achievement, something I've been wanting to attain since I started. Sig and I have made a home in the Magpies, and I can't tear myself away from them. Not that I want to, anyway.
All right, that is a wonderful answer, and man, what an accomplishment. Only one pet to go. That is amazing. So excellent, excellent answer, ma'am. Thank you very much. Alrighty, folks, up next is Vidanis, Magpie of the Magpies Folly. Vidanis the Explorer, he's a level 90 Blood Elf Priest. And so, again, unfortunately, Vidanis cannot get on Vent at the moment, but we have Sig, who's here ready to answer the question again, is what does he enjoy about being in the Magpies Folly?
I made a new tune on a new realm to try some roleplay. I happened upon the Magpies by pure chance, watched them as they were on an event, and followed them the entire way. Wazim was gracious enough to invite me into this family. They are all very warm and friendly. With a very tight-knit family essence, they've helped me do things in this game I've never done before, and in making new tunes, I'll be putting them all in here. New family, new home.
Well, that, sir, is a wonderful, wonderful answer. Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Talathan here. He's the architect of the Magpies Folly. Talathan, the Light of Dawn, is a level 90 Blood Elf Paladin, and she assures me she has the best answer out of all of them here. And so, Talo, what do you enjoy about being in the Magpies Folly?
I joined just because I kind of felt like I needed something to do, and they seemed alright. And I've stayed because, well, they're all kind of like family to me now. Because, I mean, I've been here so long that I know everyone, and everyone's just so nice. I mean, Roy is the best guild leader I could ask for. Don't pay attention to what she says. She is amazing. And I love the entire guild. Everyone's amazing. I love you all. I'm sending hugs to you over the internet.
Okay. Well, that is certainly a very heartfelt...
Love you too, Vidanis.
It's certainly a very heartfelt answer, so thank you very much.
Also, the cat I have here.
Yes.
The cat I have here is named after one of my cats in real life, if you were curious.
Oh, Sala.
Yeah, kind of weird name.
Okay, well, excellent. Well, thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Alrighty, folks, and up next is Sharku. He's a hatchling of the Magpies Folly. In fact, he just joined today. He's a level 90 Orc Hunter. And so, again, without Vent, but he has an answer nonetheless. And so we asked Sharku, again, what does he enjoy about actually being in the Magpies Folly? Or actually, why did he decide to join them?
Well, Sharku told me that he wanted to go with a roleplay guild that was not playing the normal role-playing, the normal military roleplay. He says, I don't know why, but most roleplay in guilds are going around military theme. I don't like the military theme, and I don't like all of the rules that go with it. I'm here to have fun and not to follow someone that gives me orders. The same thing goes with uniforms and everything. So that's why I was happy to find a guild that's not on a strict military theme with all the regulations.
Well, that's a wonderful answer. Yeah, it's always nice and refreshing to find a guild that has a unique look on RP and a unique story. So I think that's a great, great answer. Thank you very much, sir. Alrighty, so up last, again, but certainly not least, is the guild leader herself, Rosine, the matron of the Magpies Folly. And so, Rosine, your question's a little different in that we ask, what do you enjoy about leading the Magpies Folly?
Well, I'm probably going to echo what everyone else has said and say the members. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be doing this, obviously. But just knowing that they're happy and knowing that they've got some place where they're like, where they can be even more happy, and it's all thanks, like, it's partially thanks to me at least. That, I don't know. It's a good feeling.
Well, certainly, you know, a guild's only as good as its guild leader, and so from what I've seen here today, in between the takes and all the fun that we've been having, people really are having a good time here in the guild. And again, I think that goes back to how well it's being led, and I think you're doing a wonderful job, and I think the folks here have all said just as much and would agree with that statement. So excellent job, ma'am.
Don't say that too often, I'll start to believe it.
Alrighty. Well, folks, when we come back, we are going to give the floor back to Rosine here and allow her to answer any questions or put forth anything that we might have missed during the interview. And so we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we came back outside here. And once again, we have Rosine at the front. And so, Rosine, what would you like to cover that we might have missed during the interview?
One thing I forgot when you were talking about joining the guild is the contract. Before each member joins, they must sign a small contract that is... It is icy, of course, but it basically promises that you will not sue us in event of death, dismemberment, loss of sanity, loss of lunch, and I get your kidneys.
You... Why do you want their kidneys, ma'am?
Because they're delicious.
All right. Now, there is a story that I would like to share, folks, about this wonderful, wonderful guild, the Magpies Folly. And I think Sluffy, a.k.a. Turwinkle, happened to zone in to Lordaeron and was mugged by, well, I would say it wasn't really a mugging per se, as it was blackmail for my life. Is that how you would put it? Maybe extortion?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
So I believe it was my money or my life. So really, it was a choice given to Turwinkle, wasn't it?
More or less. We may or may not have been trying to scare him.
I believe roasting Sluffy on an open fire. We may have.
Oh, that was just the extra.
We may have accidentally zoned into their guild anniversary party, and so it was a wonderful time. And actually, the RP was a lot of fun. And so, folks, if you're looking for something that's a little unique and a different style rather than the military style theme, and you're looking to have a lot of fun with your RP and something that's going to be constantly going as far as an RP storyline is concerned, this is definitely the guild for you. The Magpies Folly, again, that treasure-seeking guild that's looking to make all that gold. Again, we've had a lot of fun here tonight, and I think you can't really go too wrong with joining this fun guild here. So with that, we are going to come back, and Turwinkle, aka Sluffy, is going to give his final thoughts and farewell to this wonderful guild, the Magpies Folly. So we'll be right back with that. Alrighty, folks, and we are back. And so we want to thank the Magpies Folly again for their time and their patience and answering all of Turwinkle's, aka Sluffy's, questions tonight. It's been a lot of fun, and we've really had a great time getting to know the ins and outs of, again, the Magpies Folly. So thank you very much, folks. What's going on, guys? What are you doing? Guys, now I thought we already discussed this. Guys. All right, folks. Well, we will see you back at the at show and camp as soon as we can. We'll see you back there. Well, as you can see, we made it safe and sound back to Chill One Camp, and boy, Turwinkle, what a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Affirmative.
Yes, so let's give the Magpies Folly a nice thank you, sir.
I am in your debt.
We certainly are. And so, folks, if you like this episode, click that like button. If you'd like to comment on this episode or on any of our previous episodes, please do so below. Let us know what you liked and let us know what you didn't. And finally, if you'd like to subscribe, well, we would love to have you. So, Turwinkle, excellent job as always, sir. And Turwinkle, we will see you next time.
I'll miss you.
We'll miss you too, Turwinkle. Bye-bye.